So this game is a match between Contra and Aganorius, also known as Blackwolf. And if you followed the tournament previously, you know that this was not the second match, but I've been having a lot of difficulty with the other two, so that was a little disappointing. I'll try to figure it out, but I've just decided to cast this one, because this was the only one that was working. So we see this location out of Aganorius. I'll refer to him as Blackwolf. That's how I know him as. And then Contra. I'm not sure who voided. Maybe I'll look after. If you watch the Sunday game, this is the kind of vision you want to have immediately. It's really good so far. This is the kind of vision you want to have. Good spots. It's very good overall. Yeah, really good. Very nice vision placement. Maybe could have walked out and saved the point, but overall, it's fine. Is that the second ultimate? Yeah, two. At this point, I don't think Sunday had it yet. Aganorius is the real deal. Nice scan. Follow up. Good blink. Maybe he caught that? No. Very quick reactions from Blackwolf right there. Very nice turn. Very cheap. Are we going to avoid? Yep. I think you saw that? No? Oh. Well, I'll see this for sure. Let's see. Interesting spot. I've always been a pretty vocal critic of the spot because, as you know, the Zealot always clears these bases, or they want to, for that vision. This spot's fine. Maybe tuck in a little bit more, but I don't like hit or miss spot right here. I'd put it right here. If you are going to put it here, put it here. Overall, I don't think. Maybe he'll catch it, but just I would prefer it to be here, or here, or here, than here. Let's see. Oh. Okay. And this one will die. Yes. Okay. Let's see if he goes up and get this one. Yep. Miss spot. I mean, I would put him here, but relatively minor mistakes, sort of. Though 2 ultra minors and a 4 mine here is a mistake, it's not game ending yet. I would overall though say Aganorius is winning so far, based off his vision. I'm not the best Zealot player, but I would say at this point, because Aganorius has so much vision, I would maybe argue going for more damage before 2 Vespin Min Roots, because you could sell this and get another 2 Blade, and then feed a little more and then get the 2. Because Contra's Blade against Aganorius is pretty hard to kill even if you kill the train. So I would just get that baseline 2 Vespin 10k damage feed up, and then for the boost. And Contra seems to be playing more passive Zealot style, so then I think damage would be a better option than the 2 Vespin boots. Yeah, but well done by Aganorius. Almost 150 actions per minute. Pretty good. Oh. Must have wonderful. Pretty good. I would say that was a pretty... It didn't accomplish a lot, but it was pretty close in catching him. He definitely knew he was up there. Just a little off. But almost 500k at this point, which is pretty good. Solid eco from Aga. Oh. Kind of lost the sense of, is that where this Zealot is? Oh. Is he dead? No. Nice denial of high ground vision right there with the bottom one. She doesn't really know where this train is when it blinked. You can definitely tell as a precaution of this APM, it's kind of causing his train to send it places while he's placing stuff and not really paying attention to the Zealot placement. If I were Contra, I would get these 2 up to level 2 blades right now. And then feed off this, so it's more food. And what's Contra at? Pretty decent feed overall. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's risky, but it's not my favorite thing. Not sure why I did that. I wouldn't advise anyone to use their cloak to instantly go buildings like that, or to get to them quicker. Just use the train. It's just, though he was over, I believe he was over here. It's not a good habit to get aggressive. It's not a good habit to get into. Because in that occasion that he does scam it, he was there. You don't have your cloak up, and he goes the train, you're dead. like I said, it was, I guess he got away with it, so it couldn't be too bad, but was it really necessary to blink from here to here, or could you just walk down and go around? It's feeding pretty well. I believe Aga's at what though? Almost perfect right now, and it's so a little later perfect. It's not too big of a deal. At this point, if I were Contra, Aganorius has a little bit too much APM to go for the I'm just going to kill your vision and try to kill you type of playstyle. I think he should be playing a little more aggressive. He sees that. He buys the 8 vesting thing. But you can... I would play a little bit more aggressive. Even though he bought the right stuff, you have to use it the right way. We'll see. Oh. Yeah, because he's trying to clear his stuff, but you can see he's pretty much instantly rebuilding it. Maybe if he catches on, he can tell he's shadowing, but I don't think he's scanning for shadowing. Shadowing is just rebuilding buildings as soon as he kills it. Oh, where's the perfect? Hopefully it didn't die. Oh, it died, I think. Uh-oh. Must be over here. Though, I mean, generally, obviously it wasn't fine there, but sometimes what I do when I get my perfect, I kind of sit my train by it a little. No. I kind of sit my train by it, so if he does, like, scan the perfect or anything, I could just easily pick it up and run away. Or I put it by a depot, like if it was right here, he scanned it, I could build a car so I can run away with it. Because if you build that perfect immediately and you don't get this mine out, it hurts a lot. But this mine is harvested pretty fair amounts of these. So most of the setback is not a deal breaker. So we'll see where he puts his next one. Ooh, I don't like that spot. It's an okay spot. But it's definitely not here. If it was here, I'd be pretty mad. But it's not. No TP. Oh, he's self-destruct, so... Aganorius is a really good probe, so it'll be very hard to kill him without a selfie-strike, and you only have 3. So you don't want to blow them out. Oh. Put some simples right here? No. Hopefully he doesn't hoard these minerals. There we go. Go blink right here. Yeah. Oh, we saw that. Yeah. Smoke was in the game. You should know that he would be go through here. The quicker they go through here. But... overall, well done from Aganorius. This is, APM is really holding him on in this game. I think he has 2. He should have around 2 perfects right now. This one, okay. Oh, he has 2 now.
SCV ready.
Contra should be doing with those 2 blades pretty decent on team. Good job. 5 mil, that's not bad. Pretty good if he only has 2. Depending if he goes for the 3 perfect to loot you, then I can see it. He needs to feed a little bit more, but as of now, he's doing pretty good. Building the Z detector to break, make sure the stealthy strike doesn't happen in this area. Really the only player I see utilize that. It's a pretty good strategy though. At this point, the only way I can see Contra able to beat Aganorius is if he runs his train into him on accident again, or manages to kill the train with, so he stealthy strikes and then cloaks into it, but he tends to cloak towards the train because he needs that movement speed if he wants to chase down the road. Oh, that was I don't like that play. Maybe trying to get out that last SS, but that was just really risky. That can backfire really bad. But as it works this time. There's 1 SS left, or stealthy strike. There we go. I was wondering why he wasn't rebuilding yet. There we go. I would personally, depends on how each pro wants to put their vision up, but generally I would agree I would want it here more than here. Because you get more from this area than you do this area.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I'll climb up here. Does he see that building? So 10 million feet. So he's going to the Ludi right now. 20 perfects. So a little bit. Oh, that was not good. Ooh.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Little hiccup there from Aga. Could have easily lost it in the game. But he got away with it for now. Yep, key wall. But kind of blocked. Okay. So that was the last SS from Contra. So we need, if he wants to kill him, it has to be here. Unless he must. Okay, no. So I don't think. Oh. See. Okay, there you go. Well done. Sell, and then 1 here. Yeah, there we go. Good move by Contra right here, trying to get more damage for, because he has to be able to break those power walls if he wants to kill it. Blackwolf. Not sure why he only got this blade. He has 93 more gas. I'd like to see some 32s lined up. Hopefully he goes out and buys them. Yeah, there we go. Or that works too. So he should have enough damage to break the power wall. Not very quickly, it was so slowing down, but speed should. Fortunately, he. Oh, no, he blocked. He's 8 perfects. In 1v1s, I like the 3 perfect to Ludi or 4 perfect to Ludi the best, because oftentimes the Z won't have, they won't be able to outfeed your Ludi or Ludicrous Miner. Nice 2P. He gets his blanket though. Pretty safe base since he doesn't have teleport. I don't think Contra will be able to find his train again. There we go. I think he'll be able to maybe get a scan down, but see Contra feeding very well. So I don't think he would be able to base with Ludi. It'd be pretty risky. Oh, he should. I think he should have saw that. Right there. Always a little unorthodox way to get out of here. Usually they walk their way through or blink here. Always a great base to see utilized by the probe. Very rarely, well, there you go, he scans it now, but very rarely does the Zealot ever scan this phase as a transition. Most of the time, because you might as well just walk around on the bottom, but not sure how he didn't see that either. How many perfects? Oh, he must have had Ludi a while. I just... Does he not have Ludi? Oh, I guess he did have it. Okay. I did not see that. No. Pretty weird place. Normally you put it right here so you can hop it. I noticed he does that a lot. He definitely has the APM, I believe, to watch the Zealot and be able to jump between these two, or this one. It's a little interesting. Oftentimes I see him put it here, 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 or here. I guess you could kind of hop between these ones too. At this point, Contra has no SS, I believe. It does not show me. I think he uses 3 though. So this is why I don't like this right here. This is exactly why you put it here. So that was... He does have 15 million though, so... Based off of that, and he has no stealthy strikes, I'm going to say this round goes to Aganorius. I think they go the NA after the War in North American servers. This is on EU. Let me put it here again. Nice read. Oh, I don't like that blink. No. He did have TP, but you might as well have went down here and made him TP and then run that way instead of go down here. And then now he has TP still, but he's basing anyway, so right? Yes. Okay, he's going here. And Contra does not have feet to fight that. No, not even close. So this is right here. Well played by both of them though. You really see how APM with the vision at the early game helps you a ton. Averaged 141.
Oh, that's it, man. Game
I don't know
over,
if I
man.
have
Game
the
over.
North American replay, but I'll do that one too. But so this was the first game, I believe, of Aganorius versus Contra. So round 1 goes to Aganorius.